Okay. All right. So today we're going to talk a little bit about goal setting, and more specifically kind of talking about setting SMART goals and getting successful with those goals and why it's so important. So announcements, hopefully you guys know, but the 21-Day Fix and the 21-Day Fix Extreme challenge packs are on sale. So $140, and then with the Kickstart, which is with the refresh, then those are $180. So those are usually we tend to have really good months when that stuff is on sale. So definitely take advantage of that. Our 3 Vitals behavior training, we started that yesterday, or Sunday, I guess, was the first day. I am going through and kind of tracking like who's participating, who's commenting, all that kind of stuff, just because I want to see who's really invested and who's really putting in that effort and that time to that group. Other thing is that all the challenge groups, I've had some questions about it, all the challenge groups from here on out will be on the app. Like I know the free group we do on Facebook just because it's easier to do the free group on Facebook. We could do the free group on the app, but then all the people that we get would have to sign up. I mean, most of them sign up for an account anyways, but it's just easier to go through Facebook when it's a free account. So make sure that you get your challengers to your coach. So we've been doing this, and I think it's working really well. It's working well, I know on my end, but like I can make other coaches admins. So myself, Julie, Megan, and Abby are all admins in the group. And so if that is your coach, then get them who your challengers are, their email, and then they'll get them added in. Or if you're my coach or in my downline, get them to me and I can get those people added to the group. Free group next week, speaking of that, I asked Abby to share. Is she on here? Yeah, I asked Abby to share a little bit, and I noticed Megan had a comment in the group. So I'll let Abby talk, and then Megan can add anything. Go ahead. So Abby, go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to do, we decided to do a leg group of, just different leg exercises. We found like circuits that we could do like through on Pinterest and stuff. So if you sign up for a leg video, like we can get you those. You don't have to come up with it by yourself if you don't want to. And you can use the like stuff from like the 21-Day Fix or like any like workouts that you like. I don't know. And then we decided to put an ab exercise every day. And then just recipes that are like healthy and quick, since a lot of people are busy this summer. So we just thought that more summery recipes would be the best. And what Megan said on there to fill in anything that you want. So so we can get that all filled up by probably this week.
I would say
check on Monday.
By Thursday. Like let's have
Thursday.
Okay. On Thursday. That way, if you need to make a video or you need to do something, that way we can have it all set up and ready to go. And like Megan said on there, I just read her comment this morning, those of you that are newer coaches, we want to give you opportunity to sign up for what you want. So like some of us veteran coaches haven't signed up for anything because we're willing to just take what's ever left. We kind of want you guys to get involved and take when it works for your schedule to post and that kind of thing. So Megan, anything to add?
No, that was it.
Okay. Awesome. Good deal. Does anybody have any questions on the free group? All right. Awesome. The last announcement I wanted to make was that for me now, I'm on summer break until about the middle of August. So my schedule, for the most part, June is still kind of crazy for me with softball, but my schedule opens up a lot. And so in the month of June, My daughter goes to daycare still on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if there is a time that you want to set up, either like a time to get together if you live close by, or you want to set up a Zoom call or FaceTime or something, those 3 days are what really work best for me and my schedule. So if you want to jump on and chat or talk about things, and go from there, those are the 3 days. So I just want to throw that out there to you guys that now's a great time, and those are some great days that work for me. So like I said, I still have softball, so it's kind of crazy still, but I still have a pretty open schedule on those 3 days. So if you live close, we can get together, or if you don't, we can talk through Zoom like this or FaceTime or those kind of things. Shout outs for Success Club. Julie's at 6, Megan's at 5, Brittany's at 4, and Christy's at 2. So lots of points on the board already for the 7th of June. So awesome job to you guys. 2 ladies already in Success Club, so way to go. And then Team Cup standings. We don't have any names. Oh, I froze. You guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So we should probably come up with some team names. I realized today, I was like, we don't have any names. So within your teams, maybe try to come up with a name, but there are the standings. I'm not sure. No, Julie doesn't have a team of 4, I don't think. I think they're a team of 3. So they've hit the tier 1, those that have hit Success Club 5 already. So awesome job with that. Keep pushing forward. I've been noticing I have all of you guys as coaches in one friends list on my Facebook. And so I try to go through like once a day and look at it. And I've noticed since we started the Team Cup, I've noticed a lot more posting on Facebook. And I've noticed a lot more variety in your posting on Facebook. So I don't know if that's just a coincidence or it's because of the Team Cup, but either way, I've been noticing that a little bit more. And so that's exciting to see. And I've been noticing you guys are getting more traction, like more likes on that stuff too. So definitely keep that up. And, there's nothing wrong with looking at the coaches on our team and each other and seeing what you're posting and just to generate some ideas. Abby does that posting calendar for us. I know when I first started, I lived and breathed out that calendar. Like I copied whatever it said to post about. I found a quote and I posted about it. And so there's nothing wrong with looking to others for some advice or some things to do. Definitely you want to make it your own, but just to get some ideas. I know I usually look at more like top coaches, and if they have a post that I really like, I'll save it and kind of change it and put it into my own things too. So definitely something to think about. But okay, so setting goals. We did this for the 3 Vitals training, and it's something that I've been doing for a long time in setting goals, but it was something that, I've talked to some of my coaches and I'm like, do you have your goals set for the month? And, they'd send me their goals, and then we never really talked about them, or I wasn't sure if they were ever really looking at them. And so it was something I was thinking about, and I started this new book, Dave Ramsey, Entre Leadership. And so the one chapter that I read this weekend was about goals. And I was like, oh, what a great topic to just kind of talk about, especially with going into this training and the Team Cup and setting some goals in that sense. And so a lot of what I have here, everything I have here came from this book and this chapter. So I just wanted to share some of this stuff and kind of maybe help you set some goals and really focus on that and moving your business forward and those different kind of things. So why set goals? What's the importance of setting goals? And, I gear this a lot towards your Beachbody and your business and your success in your journey here, but this really relies to your life in general. So those goals are what convert your vision into energy. So whatever your goal is, whatever you want to happen, whatever you are searching for or you want, when you think about that, that's what turns you into energy, and that's what pushes you to do it. So when you lay out exactly what you want and you do it in detail, then you start to feel the room move and the earth shake. So let's say you set your goal for hitting like Success Club 10. That's your goal. when you think about that and you think about all the benefits that come from being successful, you start to feel that energy. You feel the room move. You feel the earth shake, or you just get excited by that, right? And it pushes you towards that. So one of the things he talks about, and I thought this was really interesting, was the spokes of goal setting. And these are the 7 areas that you should set goals in, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever it might be. First one is career. Second is financial, spiritual, physical, intellectual, family, and social. And you have to set goals carefully and intentionally in every one of those areas. And if you look at this list, 2 and 3, you're naturally good at. And so, I can look at 2 of them and say, yeah, I'm really good at physical. Working out is not a problem. That comes easy to me. Intellectual, it's not hard for me to sit down and read my personal development. Those 2 things come easy. But, the social aspect, family aspect, those are ones, and family more so time with my husband. We both just kind of do our thing, and sometimes we forget about needing time for each other too. So some of these things you're naturally good at, but some of them maybe you struggle with. If you leave one side flat, let's say you don't focus on your spiritual, you don't focus on your physical, it's going to take more effort to move through your daily life and to work through those things. So these 7 really are the spokes in your wheel. Really are moving. And 1 or 2 are weak, or 1 or 2 are missing. It can make things difficult, and it can make moving through difficult. So focusing on all those areas, not just hitting Success Club or reading my personal development, putting them all together in a sense and doing them together. So how do you set goals that work? What do you need to do to make these goals work? So first off is that they need to be specific and they need to be measurable. So they can't be vague. And what I mean, if you set a vague goal, that is just a dream and a wish. So I want to lose weight. How many times do you talk to a challenger and that's what they want? They're like, I want to lose weight. Right? That's a dream. That's a wish. That's I just want to lose weight. Right? There's nothing specific about that. I want to make more money, right? Who doesn't want to make more money? That's a wish. That's I wish I made more money. I wish I could make more money. But being specific is I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to tone my arms. I want to trim my waist. I want to lose 4 inches off my waist, that kind of thing. That's a measurable goal. That's specific. I want to make $100,000 a year. That's specific. That's measurable. You can make that happen by breaking it down. And in terms of your business, I want to hit Success Club 10. Right? If you say I want to hit Success Club, okay, that's great. That's a wish, right? You just want to hit it. But if you say specifically, I want to hit Success Club 10, that makes it measurable and that makes it specific. Secondly, they have to have a time limit. And the reason they have to have a time limit is because you use it to measure your progress and it observes your traction. So you can see, are you on the right track? Are you sticking to what those goals are? Are you close? Are you staying on the path, or are you veering off a little bit? Another thing, and this really stuck out to me, if you don't put a deadline on a goal, it will never happen. So if you don't say, I want to be Emerald by this date, it will never happen. If you say, I'd like to hit 1 star, or I want to hit 1 star, but you don't put an actual date that you're shooting for, I want to hit 1 star by June 30th or whatever. It's just not going to happen. You have to set those deadlines and those goals to make it happen. Now, does that mean that you say it's going to happen? No. You're pushing for it, right? You're focusing on it and you're working towards that. So, we talked last time, specific and measurable. I want to hit Success Club 10. Okay, when do you want to hit that? I want to hit it by the 10th of the month. So that means that you have to sign up 2 people the first week and 3 people the second week. That also means that you are inviting 50 people in 10 days on average, because you kind of look at it as for every 10 people statistically one person will say yes. So if you want to hit 10 by the 10th, that means that in the first 10 days of the month, you are inviting 50 people, right? So it's not easy. It's easy just to say, I want to hit Success Club 10, but you set that date and then you break it down. Okay, that means I need 2 and then 3 and then inviting and talking to 50 people. So using that time limit, setting those goals, being specific and measurable. This is a big one, and it's something that really hit me too, was that the goals must be your goals. So, you know, me or your coach or whoever, I'm always talking about Success Club. I'm always pushing to say, who's going to hit Success Club? Who's going to do this? If you aren't at Success Club 5 by the 20th, I put you in a pod and we try to encourage you and get you to that point, right? But if the goal to hit Success Club is my goal for you and it's not your goal for you, it's not going to happen, right? The goal has to be your goal. The example he used in the book was that, let's say your spouse wants you to lose 20 pounds. So when it comes that time to work out, are you going to be motivated to work out? Probably not, because it's your spouse that wants you to lose the weight, right? So if you don't own the goal and it doesn't come from your dream, then you won't have the toughness to persevere when the going gets tough. So in terms of hitting Success Club or through Beachbody, let's say that, you know, your coach is like, you need to hit Success Club, you need to do it. And you're like, okay, sure, I'll do it. You go and you send out some invites and every single one of them says no. Are you going to have the perseverance and the mental toughness to push through? Probably not, because it's not your goal. You think, well, my coach wants me to do it, but everybody's saying no, so that's fine. I'm just not going to do it, right? But when you care about the end of the story, you work your way through it. So for me, Success Club 10, I have to hit it no matter what. That's just to be done. So I care about that. I care about the end of the story, so I'm going to do what it takes to get there, right? I'm going to work through it. But if your goal is just to sign up 2 people, you know, but your coach is like, you need to hit Success Club, you need to do it, it's not your goal, right? So it has to be yours, you know, and it has to be something that you want to accomplish and you see the benefits of. And so you have to look at that sheet, you know, when you wrote in the 3 Vitals group, when you made your goals, hopefully you didn't just look at what I had and just wrote everything, right? Hopefully you looked at it and you said, hey, you know, yeah, I do want an income goal. I want to make $100 a week. Or I want to make sure I cover the cost of my Shakeology, and then anything else is just a bonus, right? The goals have to be yours. They have to be what you want to accomplish. Maybe right now you're just in this for personal growth, and you say, you know what, I'm just going to work on sharing my story and reading my personal development. That's awesome. That's great if that's your goal, right? It has to be what you want, and you just have to communicate with that to your coach. So that way we know how to push you and how to encourage you and, you know, continually hound you about Success Club if that's not really what you want. So at the end of the day, no matter what, right, it has to come from you and what you want to accomplish. And your goals must be in writing. So writing them down. It's almost impossible to accomplish something without it being a written blueprint. And maybe this is just the teacher part of me, but like I'm always writing down my goals. I'm always writing down the things that need to be done. I'm always trying to mind dump things into what I need to do. But writing them down, look at them every day, right? I have that notebook sheet you guys saw where I write my goals. And then I also write weekly goals. So what I want to accomplish each week. I want to get 3 chapters read. I want to add 30 new friends to my network. I want to hit Success Club 10 by the end of the week. So I'm putting that, and it's in the middle of my notebook. So every time I open that, I'm seeing it every day. Maybe it's a big goal. Maybe you want to hit Diamond by July 15th or whatever. Let's say that's your goal. Hang it above your desk. Put it in your bathroom mirror. Put it in your car. Above my desk, I have all my goals for the year. In my book, I've got my bookmark, and it's got all my goals that I want. What I want to rank advance next. Where I want our team to end up at the end of the year, what number I want our team to be ranked, all those kind of things. So I'm constantly seeing those numbers. I'm constantly seeing that. And what that does is then your mind is just going and you're constantly thinking about it. And setting those weekly goals. Maybe it's a personal goal, and you just write it down, you look at it, and it's that power of your mind and that belief. And just the more you write them down, the more you're going to see them, and the more you're just going to be thinking about it. Like, it's one of those things, I don't remember who, somebody was saying it, you know, when you want to get a new vehicle or you're looking at it, and when you're driving down the road, what do you see all the time? It's that vehicle. Like, before we bought our Edge, we were like, yeah, we want a gray Edge. We want a dark gray Edge. I saw every other car I swear, it was a dark gray Edge. And we're like, oh my gosh, they're everywhere. It's because your mind, you're thinking about it, so you see it more. When we were talking about getting pregnant and stuff, I saw pregnant people everywhere because it's on your mind, right? You think about it. So whatever is on your mind, you believe. And so seeing your goals in writing, seeing them every day helps you to achieve that. He also shared a verse from the Bible that was in this book, but it was write the vision and make it plain. And so, yeah, write it down, make it plain. Writing a goal, it's the breakfast of champions, right? Making that stick, writing it down. And you just can't do big things without making your goals specific, measurable, yours, with a time limit, and in writing. So this applies to Beachbody goals. It applies to your personal life goals, all those 7 spokes that we talked about. These things, you know, those have to be accomplished all the time. And so, like I said, you know, we worked on those monthly goals for June. But now what I want you to do is, after, you know, these goals, so specific, measurable, yours, time limit, and in writing, I want you to go back to those goals that you wrote. And I want you to, maybe you didn't even write them down. Maybe you just did your video and you just talked about them. But I want you to look at them and see if they have all these aspects. Are they specific? Are they measurable? You know, can you track how it's going? Is it your goal, or is it a goal that you think I want you to have? Is there a time limit? So I will hit Success Club by this date, you know, and did you write them down? So look at that. And then maybe you need to just break it down more. Maybe you need to have weekly goals, or maybe you need to have daily goals. Like, you know, we all said you're going to do personal development 20 minutes a day. That's a daily goal, right? Maybe you make a checklist, that way you can cross it off, or you can write it down, or those kind of things. So that was what I wanted to share with you guys, and what I took away from that chapter in my personal development. And that was just something that I just felt, you know, I talk about goals, and if you're one of my coaches, you know, I've talked to you about it before, but I just don't think I did a very good job of maybe portraying why setting those goals is so important. So that's what I got. Do you guys have any questions or anything? It doesn't have to be related to goals either. It could be anything else.
How gorgeous do I look right now?
I was going to say, you look like you're still asleep. I've been up since 5:30, so I'm still good. Yeah. Oh. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you for jumping on. Next week we'll be at 9. This week we just we had some family stuff going on. My husband's grandma had a heart attack yesterday, so we had that going on, and then we're actually going to the doctor, and then we're heading up to Sioux Falls to see her. So that's kind of why I needed to move it forward a little bit. But next week we'll be at 9 o'clock normal time. So I'm glad some of you guys could jump on. I will get the recording up for those that weren't able to make it. And I can't wait to see your goals. If you want to write them out and share them with me, that's awesome. And like I said, if you want to set up a time to talk, Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesday and Fridays work too. In the afternoons, probably when my daughter's sleeping, is probably a good time, because she doesn't really do the best at entertaining herself. So I don't know why, but no. I should say she entertains herself, but it's not in the best ways, I should say. More clean up later. So, all right, you guys, have a great Tuesday. Megan's going back to bed.